So a couple days ago, we had a listener reach out to us and told us this awkward situation that happened to her over the weekend. Kelly, fill him in.
So this was a butt dial, FaceTime butt dial from her boss.
Yeah.
And it took her like a second to realize that there were things happening. She heard noises and she heard like, his voice and a female voice. And then she quickly hung up, threw the phone.
Yeah.
Half hour later, he calls her back, leaves an angry voicemail
Right.
and blames her for not hanging up faster. So it was that angry voicemail that kind of led me to think, well, she can't just not acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Like, you have to clear the air and just be like, why are you mad at me? You're the one that called me.
Right, exactly. And I was like, well, maybe we just pretend
You
like
were just going to ignore it. I'm like, how can you ignore it?
pretend like
He's
it never
like,
happened.
ripped her butt on a voicemail. So, you have to acknowledge it and be like, listen, why are you mad at me? You're my boss. I wasn't going to immediately hang up on you. It took me a second to figure out what was going on. And when I did, I hung up.
Yes.
End of story.
So we got an update. It says, hey, thanks for all the suggestions. A couple things. We don't have an HR at our work. Oh, yeah, that was one of the things. Everybody was like, yo, you got to go to HR. Yeah. Or I should say my boss doubles as HR, so I can't really go to him for an issue with him.
Oh, yeah.
Also, there was a listener who suggested that wasn't his wife, and that was why he flipped out.
Yeah, a couple people mentioned that.
Yeah. So she continues. So before I went into work, I did some Facebook stalking, and I saw a post from his wife on Friday talking about her flight home being canceled and she'll be delayed in getting home.
Oh, no. She was not the other voice.
Yeah, she says, I'm like, holy crap, I could have caught my boss cheating on his wife.
That would explain how angry he was.
Anyway, I go into work and I try to avoid him as much as possible, but it's hard to do in our office environment. I had to send him a few emails on a project I was working on, and his responses to me, if he did respond, were very direct and cold, not the way he normally responds. It was overly awkward the entire day.
Oh, gosh, I can only imagine.
But I managed to avoid seeing him. Actually, it seemed he was avoiding me. He didn't come out of his office more than twice all day and kept his door closed. So the next day, it was the same.
Oh, wow.
Very terse emails and coldness coming from him. Finally, I decided I needed to address it.
Yeah, I couldn't continue like that.
Man, she is going in.
Oh, no.
Okay. Finally, I decided I needed to address it. I told him I needed to speak to him about what happened over the weekend. And he told me there was nothing to talk about. And I should concentrate on my work because it's been, quote, subpar the past few weeks.
Oh, now he's attacking her work?
I don't know what came over me.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm not this type of person.
What'd she do?
I gave him an ultimatum. I told him I knew he was with someone that wasn't his wife.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm going to blow up his little secret and tell her unless I get a huge raise.
Oh, wow. She went straight to blackmail? That's where we're going? That's the next step? Oh, that's bold.
It is bold. Very next sentence. He fired me on the spot.
Yeah, I could see that one coming. Yeah.
So
Okay.
Now I don't know what to do. I'm not surprised this happened. And I think this will turn out to be a blessing because of the environment I was dealing with. But part of me still wants to tell his wife, and another part of me just wants to put it all past me and move on.
Move on.
I did get a severance, so I could jeopardize that if I tell her. I don't know. What would you do? Thanks.
Well, yeah, no, leave it alone.
Yeah, I
Take
think
your
at this
severance. Go find another workplace. First of all, go find a place that is not going to have a boss that's going to FaceTime you just to check in a lot after hours and on the weekends. Like, that's weird.
Wow.
But wow.
I mean, she stone cold said, all right, tell you what, I know your little secret. If you don't give me a raise, I'm going to blow it up. And then he was like, bye-bye.
I don't know. Well, obviously, she didn't stop to think about the implications of that.
All right. Well, hey, thank you for the follow-up. Sorry that you lost your job over it. I mean,
Yeah.
that was,
Well,
that's
and
kinda sucks.
I'm guessing maybe we don't ask for a letter of recommendation. Maybe we don't ask for that.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. All
We
right.
just move on.
Yeah, I guess we do. All right.
We
hey,
move on. We do not tell his wife. You let that secret find its way to the light some other way. She'll find it out.
I was going to say,
eventually.
she'll figure that out.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
You just
you.
need to move on. Take your severance and go find another job. Wow.
Yep. All right. There you go. That is your update here on 99.7 DJX.